Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Games Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. What is the Monday painting video? What's it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is a painting video where I paint a model or models voted on by you guys from last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A. In that video, I show you a host of models and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for today's painting video. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so as you would have seen from the thumbnail, the Chaos Lord won the vote with 2 votes. It's absolutely fantastic, such a fantastic sculpt. So the base, I had to gravel him and to give that, sorry, he was gravelled, but I had to give that a little spray down. I forgot to spray it down, so that's still a little bit, should be dry, but you see a little bit shiny here and there, so it's still a little bit wet. So I won't worry too much about the base for the minute, but there's some plans for that. I'll run you through my wet palette. So I have Lead Belcher, Mornfang Brown, Death Guard Green, White Scars, sorry, not White Scars, Screaming Skull. I need to add White Scars to this actually, but Screaming Skull, Retributive Armour. This is War Boss Green. I have some Polished Blue, which is very old paint. It's metallic blue basically. Any metallic blue can use, or you can use Lead Belcher and then just give a blue wash afterwards, same effect. Corn Red and Baneblade Brown. Now, some of you are going to hold on a minute. You've got 2 Death Guard Green and Corn Red, but you're painting Presential colours. I don't understand. You will do soon, my friends. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Right, so I'm going to start off with the Death Guard, no, the Corn Red. Sorry, the Corn Red I'm going to start off with. I'm going to come in and get all of his cloak. Now, I'm not going to do all of this on camera, I'm just going to do a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go off camera and then do the rest. Here we are. So now I'm going to come in with Death Guard Green. And then get all the fur that's on the top of him. Already you can see the cloak popping away. It's just really 2 distinctive colours. I'll go off camera and do the rest. It's looking nice. The next I'm going to actually come in with the Polished Blue now. And this is for all the panels on the model. Let me show you on this one actually, because it does take a bit of work. So all the panels I'm going to paint with this blue. This blue is going to really make it pop now once I finish doing it. You can already see it just. And one thing I love about this blue, when you're applying it, say I apply it in the middle here, as I move out to the edge and it thins down even more, it goes like a metallic-y, just goes into like almost silver, which is absolutely amazing. Especially on marine armour, because it makes it look like it's worn. So I'm going to go off camera, do the rest of that. So here we are. Now I'm going to come in with some Lead Belcher, and I'm just going to change to a bigger brush. I'm just going to brush it over all the spikes on him. I'm going to brush across the whole weapon. For those of you who are regulars here now, I don't really go too crazy on weapons unless it's something really special. I'm going to go off camera now, just do any other little bits of silver that I think need to be metallic-y looking, like the chains on his front of him. You can't see him because it's too dark. Say those chains there. Let's give it like a little brush over. Right, so now I'm going to come in with some Retributor armour, and I'm going to painstakingly pick out all of the gold trim. And as is typical with most Chaos Space Marines, there is a lot of gold trim. I'm not going to show you all of them, I'm just going to do a little bit. There you go, camera, do the rest. Check a little bit of corn red on the gun as well, just on the bullets and a little bit hanging off of him. Looking nice. Now, I'm going to come in with Mournfang Brown, and I pick out all of this stonework, this big massive stone that he's standing on. Now, I'm not going to do it all on camera, just going to show you that a little bit. So this base has Mournfang Brown on it. I did the little pouch on top of him as well. Now I'm going to come in with Screaming Skull. He's got a little skull up here for me to pick out. I'm going to pick his horns out as well. I'm going to go camera and do the rest of this. Right, so for all intensive purposes, this lad is battle ready. The cloak's still a little bit wet by the looks of it, that's not an issue, just in the creases. And the stone is a little bit wet, but again, that's not an issue because the next stage is going to be nice to wet blend some of that as well. Oh, one thing I should have done is paint the little arrow on his chainsword, his chain fist, which I do corn red, it's not a problem. So I'm going to go first and do that and I'll come back to you. Now, some of you are going to say, what does battle ready mean? And what is, you know, what we're doing now, taking it beyond battle ready standard. Battle ready means I can put that straight on the table and away we go. There is no ifs, no buts, it's ready for the table. Taking it beyond battle ready standard means you're going to apply a wash, a dry brush, edge highlight, wet blend, dry paint, you know, anything like that just to make it stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to start with some Druky Violet and get his top of his combo weapon here. Right, so now I'm going to come with some Skeleton Horde contrast paint and slap it on the horns. And then I slap it on the skull, which is something I don't usually do. I usually come in with some skull white and some white scars and touch it up. So now what I'm going to do, the Bane Blade Brown I have on the wet palette, and I get some on the brush, water it right down, and I come in Now Babyliss Braid is a layer paint, so it will go and brighten dull itself down. Let's just try and get along the edges here. A bit too much. I'm not going to do all of this on camera, I'm just going to show you a little bit, then go off and just do the rest and let it dry. And what I'm going to do as well is just drag it across the gravel. It's not dry brushing, I'm just dragging the wet brush with a little bit of wet paint across the gravel. Right, so now I'm going to come in with a little tiny bit of Warboss green, not too much, and I'm going to pick out, his eyes. The light keeps reflecting, I think, off the metallic silver. All the metallics on them, I'm not too sure. But see, when I turn around, when I'm on this side, it tries to out focus and go out of focus. When I'm on this side, it goes nicely. Now what I'm going to do, and there's some more Warboss green. I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to touch him in the feathers here and there. Not the feathers, sorry, the fur on his back. It's going to give me this lovely, weird looking green colour. Yeah. So I'm literally going to go off camera and finish the rest of that off. See the gravel on the base looks absolutely fantastic. Now I could go over with some more Beyblade brown here and there because it's a layer paint, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get some white scars on my brush, brush it off on some tissue. I'm going to come along and dry brush the cloak. You say, well, just a bit too much. Oh, what's going on? I'm going to dry brush the fur as well. Remember, this is a layer paint, so it will go and brighten, dull itself down. Leave that to dry. And I'm going to come back with some. Should I try some white scars on that? I might do. Right, so I'm going to go for it. Got a bit of white scars. Brush off onto the tissue. Now I'm not dry brushing the whole thing. I'm just going to dry brush a few little bits here and there to make that stand out a little bit more. Just going to give it a light dry brush on top of there. I think maybe there was a little bit too much Screaming Skull, I think. But it will dull itself down, so we'll see what it looks like in a few minutes. Right, it's still a little bit, tiny bit wet, but I'm not entirely happy, so I've come back in with some corn red. I'm just going to tidy it up a little bit. As it's still a little bit wet, it's going to blend in nicely. That looks a lot better. Just a few strokes on the bit where it's a bit too heavy. I do. That looks a hell of a lot better. So guys, this guy is all done. As I said, I could come in with some Baby Brown across the... You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to do one more thing on the gravel. I'm going to take a little bit of white scars that I've left onto a bit of tissue, and I'm going to give the whole lot a little flick of a dry brush. Now we're done. It looks a lot better. First thing I'm going to say is thank you to everyone who voted. If you voted for a model and it didn't win the vote this week, don't panic, because everything has to be painted. I hope I've done this guy some justice. I think the lighting's just a bit weird for me today. I think it's because it's just shiny metallic, just reflecting the light. Because when I turn it around, it just looks, it really focused in nicely. But I think I don't know. See, when I paint Necrons, there's no reflection. I don't know. Maybe I'm still experimenting with lighting and stuff like this time of day. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything, because I don't do painting videos. I do weekly Wednesday, which is what this model won the vote from, which is every Wednesday. I do battle reports, terrain builds, let's build videos. So you know, there's a lot of stuff here for all different types of people and what they're interested in and everything else. And it's not just chaos. I do, you know, everything I have here will get done. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube says we do have more people and makes this amazing community for you guys grow even more. And I'll bring you down and show you some pretty pictures. Until next time guys, thank you for voting. Take it easy.